Right, so I'm on a wee bit of a mission here today. Not really part of the Flying Jocks, but I'm here to reminisce a wee bit on behalf of my brother. Me too, I've got to say. The Hewlett's Nest in Blantyre. One of the smallest pubs I've ever been in. Great pint. And Richard, I think you stole a few fly ones in there over the years. Right, so going from Hewlett's Nest, we're just going to turn round and go down Pech Brae, as it's called. Just in case you didn't hear that for the cars there, Pech Brae. And it's a very steep little hill down towards the River Calder. I just hope I don't get run over here. Right, so almost at the bottom of Pech Brae. Getting towards the River Calder. Yeah, thanks for giving me some room, car. There's the hill back up. Don't think you would quite manage that now, Richard. Now what I didn't know was there's a pond here. Never seen this before, but I think it's only recently filled up with water. Don't think it was always there. I'll go down and have a wee look at it. And look at that, someone's dumped a whole load of tyres. They should be thrown in jail for it. I wonder if this may have been a curling pond at one point in time. Don't think it's very deep, so the ice might be quite thick on it. You might be able to curl on it. Well, actually it looks deep enough. Wonder if this was part of a mine shaft at one time. Yeah, quite interesting. Hey, that was actually Bardyke's boarding kennels, that house. He's keen. I like to keep fit, but I couldn't be arsed with that. And in the distance, you can see the start of Deckham Hill, where there's a shooting range for the army up there, Territorial Army. And also a lot of mine works around about here, up towards those trees up there. And also, just over that hedge, there's a bit of a coal bin, which I think Woodrington. And I think Flemington was quite a small mine. I don't think there was any fatalities at Flemington. Now I think what I'm going to do at this stage is I'm going to go back and I'm going to get the car and I'm going to come up this small road. This was just where, this is a road to Flemington, just in the outskirts of Halfway in Cambuslang, and it goes up towards Deckham Hill and then off to the left towards Stony Meadow Road and back up to East Kilbride. But I'm going to go and get the car. I'm going to come up this road because I'm going to stop at the possible site of the mine just up ahead of me. So bear with me. Right, so this is me going back up Pech Brae towards the Hewlett's Nest, and I'm going to get into the car and drive up this road, so just bear with me. Right, so this is me just parked the car up at Flemington, which is just up the road from the Hewlett's Nest, just walking up from the Hewlett's Nest in the direction of Cambuslang. And I can see an old railway that used to be here. Now obviously came there at some stage, would have went up towards East Kilbride. That's quite amazing to see these things of yesteryear. I'm just walking up towards the coal mine at Flemington, and I'm going to have a wee walk up on it, see what I can see. Right, so I'm now on the site of Flemington mine. There seems to be a pathway coming down here. Don't know if it was anything to do with the mine or whether it was to do with farming. There's certainly big cow footprints down here. So I'm going to have a wee walk and attempt to maybe get up to the top. Generally, just have a little scout around here. Of course, there would have been an opening at one stage to a mine, although it's normally set a little bit back from the bing itself. But it will be full of mine shafts in this area. Hey, and I've found a little bit of a footpath up to the top, so I'm going to follow that. Correction, it doesn't go up to the top, although I think there is a way. A bit of a steep climb though, but I'll have a go. So I'm going to put my phone away just now. Right, so I think I've found a way up. Quite a steep wee climb, and it's round at the back of the bing. We should get a wee bit of a view from the top of the Blantyre area. God, I'm glad I'm still fairly fit. I always find it amazing how nature claims back things. The top of Flemington coal bin, and it's full of trees and gorse and bushes where there would once have been coal. And here's the evidence here that there was once a coal bin here. Black soil, little splinters of coal running. And this is the top of Flemington Mine. You can see it all around here, that there's leftover coal. In fact, there's probably still coal in this mine somewhere along the line. I wonder where the mine shaft opening was. You can see towards Flemington down there. As you're just up the road from Blantyre, Richard, on that little pech brae, you just continue up in the car, round by the dog kennels, and it's literally only half a mile up the road from the Hullet's Nest. And this is Flemington. This might be the house, as you remember. That's up towards Deckham Hill, over towards Stony Meadow Road, and up towards East Kilbride. As you can see, still quite a lot of dangers on this coal bin. There's a few bits that could cave in here. But sound of silence, not a soul in sight. I'm going to come down this ledge here, just towards these coal seams over there. Now it looks as though quite recently someone's had a go at either just getting some stuff for draining out of this, or I wonder whether they've actually managed to get coal out of this ledge here. It's certainly been dug out in the last couple of years. And over there too. I would think somewhere in these fields over there the entrance to the shaft would have been. It certainly looks like it. I will also have a look at this in Google Earth to see if I can see any sort of basic shape or outline as to any outbuildings that may have been here, and indeed the entrance itself. It's always worth a look in Google Earth. You see loads of things you wouldn't see on the ground. And also sometime I'd quite like to take the drone up here. I would get some good aerial views with that as well, and possibly find things that I don't on the ground. Right, so obviously there are dangers in there. Small sign there saying no entry. There's obviously risk of a cave-in up there somewhere, or landslides. You can certainly see the evidence of landslip. I would say possibly evidence of outbuildings coming down towards the road here. Some stonework lying around. And I don't think this will be the original road up to it. I think this has been recently cleared in order to do some work on prevention of landslips on the mine, as you can see up there. But there is various stonework lying around with mine workings and buildings. But certainly evidence to see that it's not the safest of coal bins. I think there has been some landslips on it. Again, more evidence of workings up here, old buildings. Possibly old cottages too, mind you. Maybe a miner's cottage at some stage. And this looks more of an original path here. You're just going up towards the horses' stables up there, which someone has put in the field. But this looks more of an original path. And again, evidence of stonework here. Old buildings. Possibly old mine buildings or miners' cottages. So that's all I can film today, I think. I would like to bring the drone back at some time here and get a big aerial view of it. I think that would be quite stunning actually. I just love looking at old mine workings. Surrounding view of Blantyre and the old Bardykes mine down in the distance there. Still worth a walk one day, that one, I think. Still a fairly complete coal bin there which has been taken over by nature. And like I said, the view of the old railway line there, which I'll need to do a bit of research on as well. I'm not sure where that came from or where it actually went. I did not know of it actually. And I think at one stage it would have been a miner's row up here possibly. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe other people can correct me on it. These ones certainly don't look like miners' cottages, they look more recent, but there may have been a miner's row here. So, I think we're going to go to the next location now, which is Auchentibber. Yes, just a thought there, just before I go to Auchentibber, this railway line that I discovered up at the top here, that was possibly to serve the mines itself. Flemington, Bardykes, Newton, Priory, all of these mines. I never thought about the railways and mining. That's what it would have been though. I'm standing on top of it just now. Right, so here I am in Auchentibber, and this is my brother Richard. Gives me back a lot of my childhood memories. I can remember being wheeled up here in my pushchair. I would have been no more than 2 years old, I don't think. So I'm going to take a wee walk up this street. This was also a mining community at one stage. Would have served the nearby Blantyre pits of Dixon's 1, 2 and 3, I guess, where the disaster was. There's not an awful lot in Auchentibber these days. I don't think there ever was, but I could have sworn there was more houses than this. Old schoolhouse at Auchentibber. I think I actually had a cup camp here once, many years ago. That's a downward view of Auchentibber. And as I say, I walked up this road many times as a child. Well, I didn't walk, my brother pushed me and I pushed here. And we would possibly have went up that track too, not sure where it goes, probably to the windmill and the farm. And I think if you continue up this road, it possibly joins on to Calder Side Road and goes up the other side of the River Calder towards Craigneath and up towards the old clay pigeon shoot. Now as I walk up this road in the distance you can see Calderwood right the way across the west of Scotland. And often you don't realise that Calderwood is so close to Blantyre. And I won't walk too far up here. I don't particularly want to go into Calderwood. There would at one time have been quite a number of limestone mines up this way, and we're also not far away from the Calderwood caves up here, and they are on this side of the river. I have also been told by one or two people that somewhere up this way there is an open mine shaft in a wheel in one of the farmers' fields, which is still actually there. It's probably quite well hidden and grassed over by now, but it is supposed to be still there. I would love to find it. I'm pretty sure it's down just in that direction, just on the site near sort of Craigneath area. And that was another one of the neighbouring farmers that told me that one, so it should be quite reliable. I'm actually wondering whether it's down towards some of these flooded areas in the fields that you think are just puddles and they're actually quite flooded out mine shafts. Anyway, I'm not going to walk any further up here. As I say, I'm getting towards Calderwood and it's time to go home and get to my work. So I'm walking back down the way now towards the car as it's time to go home, get changed for work and go to my work. You've maybe heard me make some references to my brother in all of this, Richard. He was the one, many years ago, 50 or more years ago, 5 years ago, as I'm now 58, started me out in all these outdoor adventures. And I've always been a keen walker, hill walker, historian if you want to call it, adventurer. I love tinkering about with cameras and stuff, and I've always done it, and I think he's the one to blame for it all, and Jake Boyle too. I just love doing this. I just love being out in the countryside and outdoors. I just love to get amazing views and tell some stories along the way, sometimes of my own life, So I would just like to say a thank you to Richard for everything that he did when I was so young. I don't think I could have got through the early years without him, and indeed into my teenage years as well. Many happy memories of Preston and Chorley and my adventures in that part of the world too. So I'm just coming back down into Auchentibber. Just come schoolhouse, as you can just see through there. As I say, there's not a lot in Auchentibber these days. There's only maybe 3 or 4 houses left. And I'm pretty sure when I was younger there were in here. And as I said, it was a mining community. And the village also, I think, sent nearly all of its inhabitants First and Second World Wars and fought for their country. And as usual, someone has to spoil it by dumping a load of old wheels and tyres. They should just jail them. It's just a lovely part of the countryside, and you're so close to the city and the towns of Hamilton, Motherwell, Cambuslang, etc. Blantyre, of course. But it just seems like a million miles away up here. So that's my little video of Loch, where I used to come as an absolute nipper, 2 years old in my pushchair, stick in hand, bag of dolly mixtures. That was me back then. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.